This is the video that I wish I had when I first started making real money with my camera, because here's what no videographer is ever going to tell you: hitting $10,000 a month consistently is just the beginning. And there's a brutal ceiling waiting for you once you get there, and it has nothing to do with your gear, your creativity, or even your clients. I've seen so many filmmakers get stuck at this exact ceiling, working harder than ever, but rarely making more than 10 to 12K a month. And there's 4 shifts that I really want to get into today to help you make more than just 10K a month. So let's get into it, because here's what I see all the time. Filmmakers finally break through to that consistent 10K a month mark. They lease a new car, maybe even buy better gear. They feel like they're on top of the world. They feel like they've made it, but soon reality sets in. You're working 70-hour weeks, drowning in projects, constantly overwhelmed, and your income just seems like it won't budge past 10 or 12K a month. And they look around. They look at other filmmakers, other video businesses cruising at 20, 30, 40K months, and they feel like they're missing something. But you're in luck, because the problem isn't really your skills or your equipment or even your clients. You've hit a systems and focus threshold. And if you don't break through it, you'll be stuck there for years. I've worked with dozens of filmmakers at this stage, and the ones that break through focus on these 4 main things to scale well past 10K months. Let's dive in. What's actually happening at 10K? Let me paint a picture of what this stage actually looks like. You're landing 2 to 5K projects now, working with legitimate corporate clients, established brands, real commercial work. The scrappy $500 gigs days are long gone. But the trap here is that you're saying yes to everything. One week you're shooting a wedding, next week it's corporate training videos, then social media packages, real estate tours, event coverage. You become a generalist trying to serve anyone. I call it a videographer Swiss Army knife. At first, this feels like growth, more variety, more clients, more money coming in, but your profit margins are collapsing. Every project type needs different gear, different skills, completely different workflows. Weddings need audio rigs and gimbals, maybe even 3 different cameras set up on tripods for your still shots. Corporate shoots need interview setups and big teleprompters. Real estate needs, your drones, 16 to 35 lenses. You're constantly buying or renting equipment, learning new techniques, starting from scratch with every single client. Your delivery is breaking down because you have no repeatable system. Every project is chaos. Client onboarding is improvised. Revisions are unclear. Timelines get missed. You're working 70-hour weeks, you're losing all your weekends, but your hourly rate is actually going down. This is where 95% of filmmakers get stuck. The money's too good to quit, but the lifestyle is completely unsustainable. So this is how myself and my students have broke through this ceiling. There's 4 specific stages. Step 1, ruthless service elimination. Now this seems maybe a bit daunting, but the first step is painful but necessary. Kill 80% of what you offer. I have students audit every project from the past year. Track the revenue, hours invested, client difficulty, actual profit margin. And the pattern is always the same. 80% of their profit comes from 20% of their service. One student discovered his social media content and premium real estate work generated nearly all his profit. Good rates, professional clients, quality referrals. Everything else, like weddings, small events, large company interviews, was eating at his time while delivering almost no profit. So he made a very hard call. He stopped taking on wedding inquiries, declined event gigs, let go of the time draining clients. And the result was that he freed up 60% of his time and only lost 20% of his revenue. Again, that freed up a lot of his time. So now he could focus on mastering what was actually working, getting elite at the profitable 20%. Nowadays, I say no a lot more than yes to jobs. And most filmmakers are terrified to say no. But this is the difference between staying at 10K and breaking past to 20, 30K. The second shift is building actual infrastructure, not just winging it. I want to put emphasis on this because the students who break through use systems for everything. Automate client onboarding, so email sequences that educate prospects before you even talk. By the discovery call, they already understand your process, your pricing, and what to expect. Structured discovery calls, same questions every time, same positioning, same close. Your sales conversations need to become expert consultations. Templated pre-production, shot list, location checklist, client questionnaires, all templated. Instead of reinventing everything, you customize proven frameworks in minutes. Efficiency post-production, develop your signature style and stick to it. Your color grades, your music music libraries, your motion graphics, all templated once again. What used to take days in experimentation now takes a few hours of execution. Client delivery processes, premium client experiences that feel professional without a client asking to change the music. What previously took 3 days in back and forth now happens in 30 minutes with a phone call. This alone recovers 15 to 20 hours every single project. That's nearly 3 full working days back in your life. Systems are what separates the filmmakers stuck at 10K and the ones scaling well past 30K. The third shift, stop being a cheap generalist, become a premium specialist. Most filmmakers think they need to stay affordable to get more clients, but the opposite is so true. Instead of being a 2K videographer who does everything, students become an 8 to 12K filmmaker known for one specific type of excellence. When you niche down, you're not competing with everyone anymore. You become the obvious choice for your specific domain. Corporate companies looking for brand videos aren't comparing you to 50 random videographers. They're choosing between you and maybe 2 to 3 others. Even without a strong portfolio, but having proven systems and confidence in positioning, you win most of those opportunities every single time. And here's the mental shift. At 2K, clients question everything you do. At 8K, they trust that you're the expert and follow your lead. And the funny thing is, it's the exact same sales process. The skills you need to land a $500 gig versus an 8K deal are the exact same. Higher prices attract better clients who respect your processes and value what you offer. This fourth shift unlocks exponential capacity, hiring your first team member. This is the scariest step, but it's what creates the breakthrough. First hire is usually an editor. Second is typically a bookkeeper. Suddenly your capacity doubles without doubling your personal hours. You focus on high value work that only you can do. Sales, the strategy, the creative direction, shooting. Editor handles 20-hour editing sessions. Your bookkeeper manages your invoices, your expenses, and keeping you sweet in terms of the tax man. Here's the critical part. You need systems first before you hire. If you hire into chaos, you create more chaos for everyone. I'm going to say that again. You need systems before you hire. If you hire into chaos, you create chaos for everyone. But when you have automated and documented workflows, templates, and processes, onboarding becomes a breeze. The students who implement this correctly go from maybe handling 2 to 3 projects a month to 6 or 8 projects a month without working more hours. That's the difference between 10K months and 25K months right there. So let me recap the 4 shifts. Number 1, kill 80% of your service. Focus on what's actually profitable. 2, build real systems for every part of your business. 3, raise your prices and become known for one specific type of excellence. 4, hire strategically once your systems are in place. The students who implement these 4 stages correctly go from 10 to 12K months to 20 to 30K months in a very short period of time. Same hours, less stress, higher quality work. And if you're stuck at 10K a month with your video business and want the exact same proven frameworks and systems, DM me 30K on Instagram. I hope this video was genuinely helpful. Hit like, hit subscribe, as I'll be posting a lot more on YouTube.